Today in this video, I'll be showing you the Japan Airlines First Class Lounge at Tokyo Haneda Terminal 3. If you got access to it, then you're in for a treat. I'll be taking you through every corner of this lounge. The sushi counter, the red suite, the shower suite, and a couple of areas that many visitors miss completely. It's coming up. Hi fellow travelers, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ken, and today I'll be showing you Japan Airlines First Class Lounge in Tokyo Haneda Terminal 3. Now, the premium experience actually begins long before the lounge. We headed straight to the dedicated first class check-in at the far end of Terminal 3. It's quiet, well-staffed, and we're checked in no time. Next, it was time for security. Thankfully, there's a fast-track lane available for premium passengers, so we were airside within minutes. From there, the lounge is very easy to find. We just followed the signs right to this entrance, where a quick ride up the escalator brings us to the lounge. Now, before we step inside, a quick look at the access criteria. You can enter if you are flying first class with Japan Airlines or any Oneworld partners. Alternatively, if you hold Emerald status with any Oneworld airline, you're in too. Right by the entrance, you'll find private phone booths, luggage lockers, and a smoking room. From here, this elegant corridor leads into the main lounge. And the first area you arrive in is JAL's table. It immediately feels bright, spacious, and very Japanese. There's plenty of natural light, warm wood finishes, and clean, uncluttered lines. But I can't help but feel it's more like a modern restaurant than a first-class lounge. It just doesn't quite have that cozy, exclusive feel that I was expecting. That said, I do like the floor-to-ceiling windows and the views of the apron in this area. Before settling down for some food, let's grab some champagne. At JAL's table, they're serving the Leon's Dalp Special Reserve. It's more of an entry-level champagne, and perhaps a little below what you might expect in a first-class lounge. But don't worry, we did find a better champagne in another part of the lounge. So keep watching. Well, we're now in the main sit-down dining area, the JAL's table. Instead of a buffet, you scan a QR code here and you order from a small menu. They have got lots of Japanese curry, grilled fish, miso soup, and sushi, and mains, and desserts, etc. And since it's breakfast time, there is also American breakfast. If you're in a hurry, there are ready-made items like duck terrine. Bit of an unusual breakfast choice if you ask me. Steve ordered the American breakfast. Oh, look at these cute little cakes. Okay, so this might not look that special. So we're now going to the bit that people really rave about, the live sushi counter, also known as Sushi Tsurutei. Let's head there. If you're wondering why I didn't eat much at JAL's table, I've been saving myself for Sushi Tsurutei. It only opens from 7 AM. This is on the other side of the lounge, which also has more lockers, private phone booths, and a small noodle bar. And here we are, Sushi Tsurutei. So here you also order food using the QR code. The sushi menu is actually the same as earlier, which is slightly disappointing because they only have tuna. I was really hoping for salmon, but the tuna will have to do. So the sushi is prepared to order by the chef. Today we got the combo, which is tuna, gizzard, and maguro. So let's try it out to see if it is good. The fish is definitely fresh, very fresh. Well, despite the fact that they don't have the salmon sushi, the tuna one, even though I don't normally have that, it's actually very good quality. The rice is slightly warm, which is not something you expect at the airport, so it's a nice touch. I didn't really care for the gizzard. I don't think I like that kind of fish, but that's just a personal thing. So I also ordered the ramen. We have been treated to some really good ramen in the last few days. So let's see if this is as good as those. It's definitely not as good as all those local restaurants in Hokkaido. Here it tastes more like airport lounge ramen, the kind that you would get in Cafe Pacific, the noodle bar. By the way, this sushi area is only open in the mornings, usually from 7 a.m. to noon, so you'll want to time your visits accordingly. One thing I've got to say is this area is really quiet, so if you want some peace, this is the area to be in. Now we are gonna head back across the lounge, past JAL's table and onto the Red Suite. So tucked away at the far end is the Red Suite, and this part feels like a lounge within a lounge. It's decorated more like a private club, with red tones and lots of aviation art. I find it interesting how different the Red Suite feels compared to the bright minimalist main lounge. Personally, this feels much more like what a first-class lounge should look like. If nice champagne interests you, then you definitely enjoy this place. The Red Suite has its own bar, and this is where you'll find the more premium drinks. There is sake available, but the highlight has got to be the Joseph Perrier champagne, which is definitely a step up from the one being served in the main lounge. They actually even use glasses from Riedel here. Apparently, the shape of the glass brings out more of the champagne's aroma and flavor. And they also got a few display cabinets here with vintage JAL memorabilia, model aircraft, etc. And it all adds a bit of charm. Now, if you've been enjoying this video, please make sure you boop the like button. And if you aren't a subscriber yet, please consider doing so and ring the notification bell too. Next, we're heading upstairs to JAL's Salon, which offers a quieter and more relaxed space. There are also some lockers here where you can put your luggage away. There's nothing fancy here, but it's really quiet and it's always empty even when the rest of the lounge is really busy. If you're looking for a peaceful corner, this is where you will find it. And again, you will find a nice view of the tarmac, which is a bonus. From here, you can even see the Tokyo skyline in the distance. But then of course, Haneda Airport is actually quite close to Tokyo. There's also a coffee machine and a selection of spirits like whiskey and gin, as well as soft drinks and tea. Now, the best feature on this upper level is probably these massage chairs. I've seen them in their domestic lounges too. It's a really nice way to relax before your flight. Now, if you want a shower, then you can also request it using the QR code. Once you've done that and put your email address in, they will send you a notification to your email when a shower suite is available. So when your suite is available, you get a key from the reception, and then you can access the shower suite. The shower room is clean, modern, and well stocked with toiletries. They used to have Shiseido toiletries, but now they have changed it to Pradier. I've never heard of it, but I did try a little bit and it smells really nice. It's not luxurious, but everything works as it should. And then you've got the toilets here. They are what you expect in Japan. Spotless, with all the bidet functions and buttons that you could possibly want. However, there's no spa, no nap rooms, and no over-the-top extras. So just the basics are here, but they are well done. One of the interesting features that I find in this toilet is you can press a button and you will play ambient sounds of water. How cool is that? Right, I've gone back to the main lounge sitting area now with a glass of the Joseph Perrier. There's a decent mix of seating here, from lounge chairs and group zone to semi-private work booth with plug sockets and lighting. If you need to catch up on emails or just want to plug in and zone out for a bit, you'll find somewhere that suits. One thing to note here is that the USB ports are a little bit hit and miss, so if you need to rely on those, it's worth bringing your own plug or adapter. So what do I think of the JAL First Class Lounge at Haneda? It's definitely not trying to be flashy. There's no spa, no over-the-top Dom Perignon champagne or crazy design features. but what you get instead is quite luxury.
The food, though, does feel a little underwhelming compared to home lounges from other Oneworld airlines, like Cathay Pacific, Qantas, or even American Airlines. In terms of design, I do like the red suite and its atmosphere, but the main lounge area feels quite minimal and more functional than atmospheric. It's a style that won't suit everyone. Overall, it's a solid first-class lounge with good service and some standout elements, but it's more restrained in both food and design compared to the very best in the Oneworld network.
Well, thanks for watching this video. This has been the full walkthrough of the JAL First Class Lounge at Haneda. Now, if you are flying domestic, then you will get access to a different lounge instead. If you are curious about what they offers on domestic first class lounge, watch this video next and let me know in the comments, have you tried this lounge? Or do you have a favorite first class lounge elsewhere in the world? I would love to hear.
For me, Cathay Pacific's The Pier is one of my favorites. Watch this other video to find out why. Either way,
see you in the next one. Ciao.